then focus on the technology second. You can learn the technology or hire someone to help you implement the technology. It's sometimes the folks that are too techie and too new rules that forget about Marketing 101 and how you use awareness and communication, that execute blindly and then end up having to backpedal. So know that if you look at it from just how do I take care of my people, what works for them, and if email and blogging and things like that, and just a great website and maybe a news page that talks about what you're doing, or a calendar, things like that that may serve them, that's where you can start to invest your time. So prioritize, but know that sometimes it's better to focus on the art first versus the science.
Okay, we have time for a couple more questions, and I wanted to ask one, and then I'll let you ask the next one. You snuck in there a little thing that says about email. If you have permission to use emails to advertise. And so I have a perfect example of all these people here tonight RSVP'd, and now I have this database of emails from Eventbrite. Am I allowed to put them in a database without their permission and advertise to them?
Here's my personal answer is, and I've blogged about this before, and usually it's when I go to networking events and someone goes, "Oh, so nice to meet you," and they take my business card and they stick me on their darn newsletter list. It sucks and I hate it, and then I blog about you and I slam you. I think that the best email list, and Wei and I were on Blog Talk Radio about this today, the best email list you can have is an opt-in one that says, yes, I would like to receive messages from you. And actually, before I forget, my team always waves their hands. I always forget to say, if you would like to be on our newsletter list, if you give one of us your business cards, there's several of us that work for the team here, then we will add you to our list. But that's only if you say, yes, I want to get your newsletter once a month. That being said, there are organizations that do have implied use of emails, and if the privacy policy of your website does clearly communicate that when you sign up for our events, we may communicate with you from time to time. Now, in your case, you're not going, hey, buy our prescription drugs with that list. You're saying we have another free event coming up, and it's the former technology officer from Google. That's good customer service, and I don't think this audience is going to be upset. However, you need to clearly communicate that when someone's signing up for your thing and in your privacy policy. Communication, it goes back to the how do you use these tools wisely? Use your words. Actually, Kayleen, who's doing video in the back, that's her saying, where she would say that to her kids when they were little. Use your words, come on. Use that with your audience. You have to just be transparent, be authentic. Great question.
Hi. Well, my business would be the demographic are boomers and older. Older probably won't be on the web too much. But here's my question. Twitter, my business is also very regional. I have a small area that I cover, and I'm trying to see how Twitter, because that to me is a very global thing, and I'm wondering, is there a way to tweet kind of more locally?
Tweet, Twipple, yeah. There's all the just tweet it. So yes, if you're a locally based organization, how do you use the web and Twitter? Someone asked earlier, what's a great resource for those of us trying to stay in touch? There's another website called Wilson Web. It's wilsonweb.com. Little cheesy as far as like design, kind of old school, and you'll get a pop-up banner and stuff, but the content is written from internet marketing experts nationwide, and it's mostly for small business owners, and it's very digestible. I do writing for them specific to locally based businesses. How to use the internet, not to reach the masses, but how do you reach and get those riches and the niches. And with Twitter, in your Twitter description, if it says, I am a Santa Barbara based blah, you're using those words in your Twitter description, and Twitter has it segmented out. You can go to Twitter and search by city, and you can find different people that way, but it does go into that key phrase. And before I forget, all of us who have a business in a certain geographic location can get listed for free in Google Maps, Yahoo Local, Bing, and you can do super pages and yellow pages, but usually you get bombarded with a lot of advertisement. But you can get yourself listed in these local search engines. So if someone searches for Santa Barbara Business Coach, your site, if you have an address in this location, can also come up. So it's a great way just to get free exposure. That's how I met Ann Levine. She searched for internet marketing Santa Barbara, and she found me that way. So that's a great tip. But yeah, go to Wilson Web. There's articles on how to use local search for business, how to use PR locally, but actually you can really win big because there's so many locally based businesses that just don't get it or think they're too small. So bad for them, good for you.
So let's give it up for Lorrie Thomas. Thank you, Lorrie.
Thank you.